Come with us to the aquarium to take Baylor for his first time. First pit stop was Starbucks to fulfill my passenger princess duties. Because what's a family day without a vanilla latte? Am I the only one that refuses to drive if your husband's with you? I just feel like it's a man's job. So on this episode of Driving Miss Daisy, Sam's taking us to the aquarium. Also, can we talk about how it's a good 20 degrees colder in Tennessee than Alabama? It was a cold and rainy day, so you can guess that everybody and their brother was at the Tennessee Aquarium. Sam said the escalator at the aquarium was a core memory as a kid, so we folded that stroller and we took the escalator, which was a sweet little experience, and he thought it was so cool. And look who it is. His day was made because he found Good Girl at the top. And the view was beautiful. And I don't think he's ever looked out of a window, like, up high in a building before, so his little mind was a little shook. I don't know if y'all can tell, but Sam matched him perfectly to him, and I just love that. My new favorite thing is matching their outfits, and so when he does it, it's even cuter. I mean, let's be real, he got none of my jeans. He looks just like his daddy. One more kiss for Good Girl. He literally has no idea what's ahead, and he loves fish, so y'all just get ready. Lots of first time things today. He's never been in a revolving door, and let me tell you what, dragging a toddler and a camera through this was a challenge. Just because TikTok went away doesn't mean I'm not getting y'all this good content. This part of the aquarium was like indoor outdoor, which was freaking cold, but watch his reaction to these otters. It was so cute. This kid got on my dang nerves. Like, this was a magical moment, and you had to spoil it and ask for Jeremiah about 18 times. But I have to remind myself, I'm at a kid place, right? I'm just kidding, but crowds make me anxious and make me stressed out, so I think that's what the start was. I don't mind being in a crowd of people, but when people are, like, rude and pushing and stuff, it drives me insane. And we made it indoors, which was so nice. I love how beautiful and blue and lit up it was. We were over here making core memories. Seeing his little face light up was so precious. He really didn't know what to think for a while, until he discovered the other kids running around and putting their face into the aquarium. Then he decided he wanted to too. I swear he thought he was a cast member of Nemo. The way he was smushing his nose into that glass. Glad I wore these Hokas because this was a lot of walking. Love this little colorful mural, and he started like naming off the colors. It was so cute. Isn't it funny how when we're kids we think something's like huge and like mind-blowing, and then you go as an adult and you're like, oh, okay, this is what we went to. No, but on a real note, like me and Sam were talking about that, like every time we go do something like the Polar Express and this and like things like that, we always think they're like greater than life, and we get our hopes all worked up, and then we get there and we're like, oh yeah, we were like 2 feet tall when we went here last. Y'all, he kept waving bye-bye to all of the fish tanks like they were his best friends. This fish that I was talking about on my post yesterday, y'all, he was obsessed. Watch. The sweetest smile you've ever seen. Then it came time to pet the fish, and if you learn one thing about me, just know I will never pet anything but a cat and a dog. But Baylor and Sam were bound to determined to touch this fish. It looked like a freaking alligator. Oh, thank you. Which Baylor loves any body of water, whether that be a bathtub, a sink, a pool, or anything. But the fact that there was fish in this one, he about fell out. His little facial reactions made my whole day. And Sam wasn't leaving this tank until he put his finger on that fish. All I could think about was that scene from Finding Dory when it was in the open ocean exhibit and those kids were poking all the animals. Those fish are probably like, leave me alone. Watch how sweet he is.
Oh yeah.
What does it feel like?
You did.
Baylor loves washing his hands, and they had a sink that was just his height. How cute. Y'all, I caught him on a step stool the other day, which is mine, up in the kitchen, pumping him some soap and washing his hands.
You can see some more fish, baby?
He loved getting to hold his daddy's hand and to walk in front of me, but he kept looking back to make sure I was there. But one thing about me, in a public setting, I'm not going to take my eyes off my kid, especially when he's being that dang cute. One of his favorite ocean animals is a turtle, so look at that sweet face. Then we had to tell him bye. I can't be the only one that's freaked out by alligators. Like, I don't even like looking at them. I know they're behind a piece of glass, but it ain't far enough. Like, y'all people that have lizards and snakes as animals, I don't know how y'all sleep at night. Look how cute they are matching. One of Baylor's favorite things about taking a bath are these little robotic fish and turtles that I bought him at Hobby Lobby. And I know that sounds silly, but that's what inspired us to go to the aquarium. That and Nemo and Moana, all three made us want to go. I love how they have a separate door for the strollers that has like an automated thing that you can just rub your hand on and it opens the door. Here comes Baylor running because he wanted to see see more fish. When I told him that Nemo and Dory were probably here, the kid didn't stop asking about them. However, we did find Mr. Ray. Business idea. How freaking cool would it be to have an aquarium that had all of like Nemo and Dory and all of the little fish riding on these stingrays' back? Literally like a scene from the movie. I don't know about y'all, but if you're a parent, I'd pay big money for that. Does that already exist? Because if it does, let me know where I can buy them tickets. These fish were quite literally huge. Bigger than my 2-year-old, if that says anything. And he's a 35-pounder himself. He loved these little graphic pictures of the fish. He thought it was so fun. And running on these little platforms made his whole day.
That's where Nemo goes to school. All right, ready?
Look. Stingray.
Easy, champ.
He had such a good time, and we had lots of Nemo quotes to say. He was trying to reach the top of the water.
That's a pufferfish.
Tell me why my kid looks 5 years old. I don't like it. I literally want to reverse time and make him a baby again, but we're so proud of him. He was straight chilling in the stroller. I mean, he was a whole vibe. Little boy's heaven, a turtle nursery. I know I'm a boy mom, but the day my kid brings in a turtle or a frog into our house, I'm gonna have a heart attack. One of my biggest fears is frogs, and I don't know why. I think it's because they're so like slimy and gross and they jump, which I'm gonna be real, I don't really like fish either if I'm swimming with them. Y'all, this one time in the Bahamas, I was sitting there in a float and a fish swam up into my lap. Never again. I know they're harmless, but they're still creepy. As a little girl, I loved to fish with my dad at our pond because it was like a game. I had my pink Barbie rod, my mom gave me a pack of hot dogs, and my dad got me some worms from the fishing store. I wouldn't dare put my hands on a fish, a worm, or honestly even the hot dog. But I caught a lot of brim in my day. And we're from the country and we like it that way. Alright, let me shut up and quit embarrassing myself because this is Facebook after all. So enjoy the rest of the aquarium till I'm back. They're the same color. Hi, do you want to look at these? Dory.
Let's name the zones. Oh.
Jellyfish. He wanted everything in that gift shop. And then we went and ate at this really cute Mexican restaurant. The kid got hangry, so good thing we had snacks. He loves a Nutri-Grain bar. This was hands down the cutest little atmosphere. I love the chandeliers. And the vibe was too cute. Spoiler alert, the food was eh. Would have much rather hit up that La Cabanita on Main Street in Springville. He got queso as an appetizer because if you know Baylor, he can tear up some cheese dip. Sam got him a Tom Collins, and every time he orders one, I call him Tom the rest of the day. Cheese dip was good. The chips were too thick and like almost tasted like bad oil. This was more like a Tex-Mex vibe though, so I understand why the chips were the way they were. But your girl's favorite chips are the ones from Chili's that are so thin and crispy you could eat like 3 of them at one time. Okay, Chili's sounds good, and we might have to go there today. I could eat Mexican food probably 6 days out of the week. And shoot, in St. Clair County, we could go to a different place every night. Lord, you drive into Moody and there's about 8 Mexican places in the same stretch, and they about all taste the same. I don't know how they stay in business. Between Mexican and barbecue, that's about our only option. We did Jackrabbit last night, which is Springville's version of DoorDash. And the options were slim. This was our food we got at the Mexican place. I got a burrito, Sam got a quesadilla, Baylor got a taco, and we tore it up. And little man got tired, so he took a little nap on mommy. Not gonna lie, we were all ready for a nap after that Mexican and all that walking. So we headed back to the truck and headed on home. It was such a fun day, and I'm so glad we did it. Our next adventure is the circus, and if you have any more fun family ideas, please comment them below because we're trying to do all the fun things.